So we have all of the lights on here in Scotiabank Arena. However, there's nobody on the ice. Tonight's game between the Boston Shamrocks and Toronto Huskies was supposed to start about an hour ago. It was supposed to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. But right now, excuse me, it is 8:04 p.m. Central Time. Tonight's game has been delayed due to severe weather causing operational disruptions. However, we are hoping that the conditions can get better enough for us to play. We have about 2 more hours to where we can play this game. We're going to try our gosh darn best to get this game in. Because I'm afraid that the 4th of July game tomorrow between New York and Chicago might have to get moved up or down. So we are trying to get this game in tonight. And if we can get this game in tonight, well, that just leaves us with 2 more games for the weekend. And yeah, so we are delayed. We are hoping we don't have to postpone. We'll come back with an update in about a half hour to 45 minutes. So that's where we stand for now. Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's me again. So we just had about a 3 to 5 minute power outage about 10 to 15 minutes ago. It was about 5 minutes long. So we were targeting about an 8:45 to 9 p.m. start. However, to ensure that we are out of the woods and out of the warning zone and not going to have any more outages, we have decided to further delay this game. And at this time, the ticket exchange policy is in effect because the delay has gone over 90 minutes. Fans who do not wish to stay for tonight's game may exchange their ticket for any other remaining Toronto Huskies home game during the 2026 season. If you do wish to stay, your ticket will remain valid, but if you do not wish to stay, your ticket may be exchanged. So that's the update. We're targeting a 9:15 start. If things remain calm, warm-ups will begin at 9 o'clock with puck drop to follow. Well, everybody, it's almost 9 o'clock, and I have an update for you. And it's not very good. The lights are dimmed. There's too much going on. There are still warnings in our coverage area. We've had a couple of power outages, as I've noted. Our targeted 9:15 start time is not going to happen anymore. We are going to try for 9:30. The absolute latest we can start tonight is 10 p.m. If we determine that we are unable to play at 10 p.m., then tonight's game will risk postponement. And we don't want to do that. We don't really want that. So we are going to try our darn best to get tonight's game in, but the weather might win again tonight. Alright, everybody. We tried our best to get tonight's game in, but unfortunately this is the about 9:30 p.m. update. And unfortunately, tonight's game is postponed due to severe weather causing operational disruptions. We are unable to get tonight's game in as scheduled because we are anticipating a few more disruptions throughout the night, and our severe weather monitoring will go past our 10 p.m. cutoff. So, tonight's game has been rescheduled to Sunday, July 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time. It will follow the Montreal Minnesota game scheduled for 12 p.m. Additionally, the 4th of July Classic between the New York Empire and Chicago Railers is going to be moved up. We do not have a hard time for that yet, but we will be sure to let you know in our community tab as soon as possible. It might be there already right now. So, tonight's game is postponed till 3 p.m. Friday, or excuse me, 3 p.m. Sunday. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the United Center. On behalf of the Professional Hockey League of Legos and the Chicago Railers, we'd like to welcome you to the first ever PHLL 4th of July Classic. Today, we celebrate our nation's independence while bringing together 2 outstanding hockey clubs for what promises to be an unforgettable afternoon. We thank you all for joining us as we honor America's 250th birthday with the sport we love. ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the west end of the ice surface as we welcome the starting lineup for the visiting New York Empire. In goal, number 35, Joey Decor. At left wing, number 63, Jesper Brett. At right wing, number 88, Patrick Kane. And at center, number 71, Yuso Parsonen. The head coach for the New York Empire is Peter Laviolette.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And severe warning. And unfortunately, once again, second straight night, the weather has won. Today's 4th of July Classic between the New York Empire and Chicago Railers is postponed due to operational disruptions caused by severe weather. This is the second straight day we've had a postponement of this nature. The reason why we didn't keep delaying is because I did not have a very big window to play this game. I have to leave at 3 p.m. for some family plans, aka a baseball game. So we did not have a very large window to play. We moved the game up to try to get it in, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. I wanted to try to get the game in, as I wanted to get it done as late in the afternoon as I could and just do my best to get the game in on the 4th of July, but unfortunately, Mother Nature has made that impossible today. All tickets for this game will be valid for the new date, which we are going to try for Friday, July 5th at 6:30 p.m. We're going to move it back to its 6:30 start time regardless of where we put it. So, it's unfortunate that we had to move the game, but it is what it is. Mother Nature has been killing us lately. Like, as of late, we've had 3 postponements over the last 3 days. We had to move Minnesota, New York from Thursday to Friday. Then we got Chicago, Boston in. And then on Friday, we finally got Minnesota, New York in, only to have to move Boston, Toronto back to Sunday. And then today, we tried to get our probably the biggest game of the week since Canada Day in. And we have to move this one too. So Sunday, right now, is a triple header. Montreal at Minnesota will kick us off at noon. Then the Boston-Toronto rescheduled game will be at 3 o'clock. And then the 4th of July Classic will be at 6:30. That is all still subject to change, not finalized yet. But our preliminary date for playing this game is Sunday, July 5th, which is tomorrow as of the filming of this video, at 6:30 p.m. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry about that.